So you're feeling tension, resentment, fatigue. Maybe your chest is tight and you have digestive issues. Maybe your cortisol is through the roof and you're feeling fatigued. You have sleep disruption or just feeling overwhelmed in life and emotional overwhelm. You're at the edge of burnout, or maybe you're in it. And the number one thing that you need to identify right now is, where am I leaking energy? And the thing about leaking energy is that some of it is known and a lot of it is really unknown. And so I want to take you back to the root, and I want you to really start to prepare mentally, emotionally, physically. And when we draw our awareness in towards ourselves and we start to ask and answer some of these questions, we gather information that can lead us into a better state of being, one where we're feeling more regulated in our nervous system, where we're feeling more grounded and clear in the decisions that we're making, where boundaries are not so challenging because we have the clarity of being able to protect our energy. And we know that boundaries exist to help us do that. So today I want to talk to you about energy leaks and the burnout that you're feeling. Now, if you're listening to this and you like this type of content, I want to invite you. I have a nervous system reset that I have made available to you. You can download it and have me in your back pocket anytime. So when you're out driving, when you're out on a walk, when you are walking into the boardroom or maybe the bank or the grocery store, anywhere you're out and about, you can put this nervous system reset on and really come back to yourself and remember that you matter, that the way that you feel matters, and you're worthy of taking that short time that this recording is to reconnect to yourself, to calm your nervous system. So if you want to get that, head over to the link in the bio. It's right there available and ready for you to download, or press reset in the comments, and we'll make sure to get that link over to you. In addition, I have a masterclass that I'm going to be doing coming up at the end of February, and we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about nervous system reset. We're going to actually talk about the physical things that are happening, and I've got a nutritionist coming to join me, and she's going to talk about what you can actually do to really reset your nervous system through diet and exercise. And I'm going to be speaking about how we do that through our mindset and our actions. So the first question you do have to start to align with is the yes that I'm overwhelmed, the yes that I have tension, that I'm carrying resentment, that I am fatigued, that I'm sleep deprived, that I'm having a hard time connecting to myself, that I have blurred boundaries, that I'm overgiving, I'm people pleasing, right? So if you're saying yes to any of those things, keep listening, because you have to start identifying, where am I spending my energy, right? If you think about energy as like, 100% or a $1 bill or $100 bill, whatever it is, 100, and you're constantly giving, but not replenishing, you're going to run out and you're going to go negative. And so where are you spending energy that isn't yours to spend? So this would be the individual who's carrying responsibility that isn't theirs to carry. You're taking on the emotions of others. You're taking on obligations that are others. You're taking on like physical roles and responsibilities that aren't yours. And you're normalizing this labor, and you're saying, oh, well, I just need to take this on and I'll get through it. And what I want to offer you is the opportunity to pause and recognize that life isn't about getting through, because we all are going to experience chaos. But when we're people pleasing, when we're over functioning, when we're carrying this responsibility that isn't ours, right? It's not me, it's yours. That's really the most exhausting energy leak, because it's attached to resentment, right? It's attached to well, I'm doing this because I quote unquote have to, but you know, your mental, physical, and emotional body knows, the universe knows, God knows that you actually don't have to take this on, but you do it anyways. So this is the body cue of tension, resentment, fatigue, maybe like shallow breathing. And this is where you have to start really understanding I'm spending energy that is not mine. I don't need to be spending my energy on your situation, on your circumstance, on your problems. This is where we release people to be people. And we say, this is on you because it's your life, your choice, your responsibility. So that's number one. Number two is what feels heavy, what feels rushed, what feels forced. And I want to like bring a personal example into this. So obviously, I'm an entrepreneur and I get all these creative ideas and I'm like, oh, I could do this, 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 and this. And I want to do this, 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 and this. And I want to create this, this, and this. And I'm really good at saying yes when I'm already overcommitted. And so one of the things that I am starting to pay attention to for me and my physical body is when I'm overcommitted, I tend to start having digestive issues and I also get headaches. And so when I start to listen to my body, because our bodies are always communicating, I can bring awareness to the misaligned commitments. I can start to see where the stress patterns and this like this sense of urgency that I get as an entrepreneur of like, oh yeah, let's do it, to go, 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 go. And I see that and I'm able to step back and be like, well, wait a minute. How can I slow this down and become more intentional? How can I slow this down and really come back to myself and like where the priorities are at? And this is where you're going to see a lot of like the boundaries we blur the lines with our boundaries basically because we feel this urgency. And so instead of honoring the boundary that maybe we know we should have and that we've worked hard on, right? I've worked hard on a lot of boundaries. We push through. And so it's understanding that if you feel urgency, really check in with yourself around, is this a life or death urgency, or am I just really feeling this intuitive creative spark, and maybe I'm excited about something that has this really cool potential, right? But maybe it's misaligned for this exact moment. So it's kind of like slowing down. So when things feel rushed or forced or like really just like weighted, slow down, take a breath, and really ask yourself, is this aligned? Is this a good commitment? Like, does this help me get closer to my goals? Is this within the parameters of my boundaries? Am I just saying yes because I'm a people pleaser and I have chronic pattern that I need to deal with? So listen to your body. Start to know your body cues. And again, we're going to talk about this in my masterclass, which I'm so excited for. So make sure that you sign up to be on my email newsletter. Send me an email, say I want to sign up. I'll have a landing page out here pretty quickly, but we're going to talk a lot about this, about how do we listen to our bodies? How do we slow down? How do we not blur our boundaries? And come back to aligned action, aligned movement. And alignment is intentional. And so to be really intentional and be really truly aligned, we got to slow down. The third thing I want to talk about briefly is just, what are you ignoring? Right? Like I think about all the time, like, what am I avoiding when I just want to like binge watch Netflix, or when I just want to throw my phone out the window? Like, what are the suppressed emotions or the suppressed needs? What is the truth behind my desire to numb, to avoid, to not feel the feeling? And if you can feel something but it's hard to name, this is kind of that, like, this is that area that I'm talking about. And so these energy leaks of avoidance, right? That's what we're talking about. And when we avoid, we leak so much powerful energy in avoidance. And this is the unspoken needs. This is the rest that your body is screaming for. And you just push through and you just say, oh, I got to get through this. Or, you know, it's not as important, but like, that is the biggest energy leak. And this is where your body is really going to freak out. So for me, this is when I don't sleep, is when I'm not naming the thing, and I'm trying to numb or avoid it. And there's so many ways that we numb and avoid. For me, it's binge watching a dumb show on Netflix, or maybe calling a friend and gossiping about the situation instead of sitting with it and getting really clear about what it is for me and myself. This can be, addiction to alcohol, to pills, drugs. This could be sex addiction. You're numbing, you're avoiding instead of being uncomfortable and feeling your feelings. So what is it that you are ignoring or numbing, instead of sitting with it and gathering clarity and really asking yourself, what am I, like, when I jump to this avoidance, what am I jumping over? And so the thing about energy leaks is it doesn't have to be dramatic. It doesn't have to be big. You know, when you're riding the wave of life, you're meant to feel, especially those of us who identify with really feminine energy. The more that we as women or female identifying individuals, the more the feminine is suppressed, the stronger the body is going to react. And so this is burnout through weight gain, through high cortisol, through IBS, through like heart issues, through lots of headaches, chronic migraines. And some of it is just sleepless nights. Like, it doesn't all, like, not all the symptoms are these big dramatic symptoms, but they're quiet moments where, had we just allowed the feminine to exist in us, the emotion to exist in us, then we can take that pause and that breath and just say, you know what, I'm feeling really angry right now, and the anger is making me sad. And if I can just sit with that, the emotion moves through me. And so the energy moves through me. And it's not this slow leak that I'm now ignoring, because I've sat with it, I've named it, and I've allowed it to exist without rushing through trying to avoid it. When we push through and we rush through and we don't be in it, it is the biggest energy leak. And in my personal experience, the most damaging energy leak. And so, what are you ignoring? Truthfully. Again, I don't think that it has to be dramatic. It doesn't have to be big. They can be little, small, micro moments that add up over time and throughout our life and throughout our days. And so it's time to get honest. It's time to be aware, get honest, and that is ultimately the place where all change, all opportunity, all transformation exists. So I hope this video has been beneficial for those of you who are wondering why I have no energy, where is all my energy going, why am I feeling burnt out, and what do I need to do about it? You need to slow down, and you need to start asking more questions, gather curiosity, and then with that newfound awareness, start making small changes. Don't try and do it all at once. Don't overthink it. If you like this kind of content, please stick around, subscribe, follow. If you want to dive deeper, I do have long form podcasts available on Apple and Spotify. The title of my podcast is Critical Conversations. Like I said, I have a nervous system reset. The link is in my bio. You can also comment reset, and we'll make sure to get that over to you. And if you want to learn more and go deeper with myself and a nutritional dietitian, send me an email and I will get you the link to sign up for the masterclass that is going to be coming out at the end of February. If you're watching this video, it is 2026. And we're so excited to be here with you, and I'll look forward to connecting very soon. My email is hello@karissadean.com. May you be intentional, aware, and blessed as you move forward through your day. See you soon.